Last time on Just Create, I moved my power station 1,000 blocks away from spawn and made it much bigger to account for all the giant factories we've been building. And now we produce well over 7 million SU, which is nice. What's not so nice, however, is what this server doesn't have enough of. Pranks. Pranks and games. I'm terrible at pranks, however, and I rarely make games. But that's not going to stop me trying. Make a game, that is. Not pranks. I'm still terrible at prank ideas. Although whatever Foxy's doing over here is a tempting target. But I reckon we can have a go at making a game. But when it comes to making a game, however, there's a bunch of things we need to work out, such as where to build it, how to build it, and what it even is. Now, I do have a couple of ideas, but before we commit to anything, we need to do some science. The good fun kind of science, where we take our initial idea and see if it's even plausible. And for these experiments, I'm going to need a few things, such as this and this. Package and a cardboard tube. So my initial idea is to make some kind of mini-golf game, or crazy golf, you may call it that. But some form of competitive mini-golf game is what I think could be a lot of fun, and my initial idea is to use cardboard tubes and packages. Because, yep, we can hit those and they don't break. But although this is cool, you know, we can hit the package, and I think if we run at it, we can actually hit it a bit further. We're going to need a little bit more variation than that. So let's make a couple more tubes, make ourselves a few books, and grab some emeralds, and some lapis, and a bit of experience as well. And we're going to try and put knockback 1 and 2 on these things. Because my theory is that'll give us some different ranges. Now, before we go the enchanting route, let's check out these villagers first and see if any of them actually sell knockback. Well, that would appear to be a no. That means we've got to do this the hard way. I mean, I say hard way, but all of the options here are knockback. Excellent. So if we do knockback 1 on that dude, knockback 2 on that dude, and we'll keep this one just as is. And hopefully that's going to give us 3 different ranges. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So now, if we line up 3 boxes, we hit 1 with the cardboard sword, we hit 1 with knockback 1, and another one with knockback 2. Yeah, look at that. 3 different ranges. And in fact, if we run and hit them, then of course we're going to get even more ranges. So that does hit them a little bit further. I think this could work. Let's see if we can get them in a hole. So if that was our hole, we'd probably want to do that, and then maybe hit the small one. Although I do have a feeling it's going to be almost impossible to get it in a hole that small. Maybe the hole should be a little bit bigger. Is a 2x2 more reasonable? Let's try again. So that one, and then that one again. Oh. Okay, we overshot it. Can I get it in? Ah, not quite. So I guess the trick here is going to be to hit it further away. And then try and hit it back in again. Hey. Well, as a proof of concept, it works. But what I don't like is the way that the cardboard package just sort of flies and then stops. It doesn't really roll. I thought it would slide more than that. But we do happen to be right next to an ice biome. I wonder if we hit things on this, is it going to be a bit more slippy slidey? So now if we hit one... Yeah, look at that. It slides after it lands. So we could do that to get it in the water. Oh, that's good to know. Water completely destroys packages. Question is, will the packages slide even further if it's on, like, packed ice or blue ice? I mean, I'd imagine they would. Yeah, that definitely had a bit more slide than the ice did. Well, so far, I'd say we're making progress. This looks like it could actually work. Let's just grab ourselves a whole bunch of ice and build ourselves a little test hole. And here we go. We now have a test hole all sorted. If we chuck a box down, sort out our clubs, make sure they're in order. So let's see how many strokes it takes for me to get it into that hole over there. That was a good first hit. Well, that took 2 hits. That was way too simple. Let's see if we can make things a little bit harder. We'll just put in a few barriers. Gotta have some obstacles after all. Now, let's try again. Oh, I fell off. Maybe what we should do is actually put an edge on this, which isn't slippery, and then that should, hopefully, stop the packages falling off the side. Right, let's try that again. Oh, I went straight over the first barrier. That's cool. So, to get down this way, what is going on with that train? You, sir, what is your problem today? I'll deal with that later, but that's about the 3rd time he's lost his schedule. Or forgotten what he's supposed to be doing. Right, okay, so now can I get it over there? Oh, it was good, but it wasn't close enough, and now I'm going to be in a bit of a pickle because this one's probably going to hit it too far. Yes, so maybe if I hit it back further and then use my little club again. There we go. Okay, cool. Well, as a proof of concept, I think this is going to work. Although, because we have Create Enchantment Industries, can't we potentially get knockback 3 on one of these as well? Would that be too much? I mean, I don't even know how Mega Enchanting works, but Chosen does have a Mega Forge shop over in the shopping district, and I've got plenty of diamonds, so I'm sure I can figure it out. Here we are, the Black Market Forge. Now, question the first. Do you sell knockback 3? Is that even a thing? Looting 4, fire aspect 3, tilt touch, efficiency. Well, I'm not seeing any knockback yet. Aha, there it is. Knockback 3. Right, so let's buy one of them from... right, so that's the power forge. Do I buy it from this guy? Yep, there we go. Collect it in there. Okay, so I've got knockback. Now, what do I do? What's the cake for? Who's this guy? Oh, he's another shop clerk. Now I know that you can't put the higher books on using an anvil like you normally would, so I think that's what this guy's for. Maybe if I give him the tube. Oh, that's doing something. Do I just give him the book? Oh, something's happening. Is it working? Do I need to do anything else? Oh, no, it worked. Does that thunder you as well? Right, but it says forging complete, so... Yeah, look at that. I now have a knockback 3 stick. Excellent. Tell you what, that was a lot easier than I expected, which means I should probably upgrade the rest of my armor at some point, but I'm not going to bother with it right now, unless there's a super fast Swift Sneak. There is. Swift Sneak 4. I think I kind of want that. If I give him my leggings and the Uber Swift Sneak... Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Is that what the cake's for, maybe? Give that to this guy. Oh! Oh! Oh, he feeds him straight away. That's cool. Hey! Look at that. Now I can sneak walk even faster. It's basically walking speed. Look at that. Right, anyway, we're getting distracted. We now have mega knockback. Let's go see what damage we can do on the golf course. Golf course. It's a bit of ice with a hole in it. Right, so knockback 3, what can you do? I mean, that didn't look much different to knockback 2, to be honest, but that's probably because I ran with knockback 2. I need more packages for a proper test. Okay, so no knockback. Knockback 1. Knockback 2. In fact, them two were the wrong way round, but that's fine. And knockback 3. Yes. 4 different ranges. This should make things interesting. Now, on to the next test. We don't really want all of our golf courses looking like this with ice and just weird stuff everywhere. This is going to look terrible. But my hope is if we just use these copycat boards, should be able to cover this up, and it still feels like I'm slipping, so I don't think it's going to affect how much the packages move around. So if we hit a box onto that, it should still slide. Yep, excellent. That's cool, because that means we can actually design the holes now however we like. But now we have a proof of concept, let's maybe take a moment to think about our next move. How to make the courses interesting. And while we do that, I believe we have a power station from last episode to destroy, and a driver to fix, apparently. The problem with destroying that power plant, however, is that I still haven't found my drill. So I guess it's time to make a new one. Shopping, building, contemplating, expanding, gluing. That should just about do it. And let's go put it to work, removing one of the first builds we did on this server. Oh, I left some chests behind. Oh well. Cue the sad music. Right, that's enough of that. Power station is now gone. The area is kind of cleaned up. I've at least filled in the holes. There's not really much point messing with the ground, though, because as the shopping district expands, people are going to be building over that anyway. Let's get back to planning the game. Now, for making a mini golf game, there's a bunch of things we're going to need to work out, such as theme, location, mechanics, and so on. So I think we're going to jump over into a creative world. We're going to make a test hole of sorts. I mean, we already know we're going to be using these cardboard swords and packages, and we're going to do that on an ice surface so that they actually move around a bit. But in terms of game mechanics, there's still other things we need to figure out, such as obstacles, traps, switches, and maybe some kind of ball return replacement type thing, just in case your ball gets destroyed on the course. I think I'm going to start with some kind of a ball return system, or a ball creating system, I guess. So let's just make a small hole. We'll make sure we've got space underneath so that we can actually put some mechanical stuff in. All right, we have a hole. So the first thing we want to do is deposit a ball onto the course at the start of each hole. And I think the easiest way to do that is going to be to use a dispenser. And we already know we can cover over the surface, so that won't be visible when we're done. I am, however, going to need to trigger that dispenser. And I guess if I put it next to it, that's still going to work. And then we're going to need a system to actually get the packages in there. And I guess something like that would do, as long as this is blowing upwards. We'll just do that with a creative motor for now. Well, I'm not sure that's doing anything. It doesn't say it's pushing items upwards. Let's quickly test it out. So if we put an item in there, no, it's staying in there. Probably because we're sucking. Okay, let's try blowing. Put that on there. It's gone. Into the dispenser. Okay, cool. So that is going to work. And then what we can do is just collect the ball from the other side and send it back. But if a ball gets destroyed, which is probably going to happen on some of these holes, we're going to put some things in that's going to destroy the packages altogether, meaning the player has to get a fresh ball. We're going to need a way for them to get that fresh ball. But I've got an idea of what we can do for that. And that is to have just a very simple cobble generator. And we can remove that and put this sideways. So ideally, we only want one bit of cobble at a time being put into a package. And I think the redstone requester might be what we need for this. Let's have a ponder. It looks like it might do what we want. So if we do that and then this, set this to just one cobble with no address, I guess. If we stick a pulse timer on there to go off once every 5 seconds or so, we should just get loads of packages that have only got one bit of cobble in. And I'm assuming once this is full, it's all going to back up along the belts, and then that should stop requesting. In fact, I wonder, maybe I can be a bit cleverer about all of this. What I'm wondering is, can we use a threshold switch on that? We can. So if we set that to not fire when there's something in there, if I take that out, let's quickly clear all that backlog from the timer first. It's making a bit of a mess here. And now that just sends a request whenever there's space to actually have one. Excellent. So we could just have one of these for the entire golf course and then just have a network of belts that basically feed the packages where they need to be, which means we're always going to have plenty of balls. So now if we set a redstone link down here as a receiver, and we'll have the ball requester up here. I'm just going to use 2 packages for now. That signal should work fine. But now whenever I press this, I should get a ball. Excellent. The placement's going to be slightly different every time. This is also good. But that also means we don't need to worry so much about a ball return system. We just need a ball destruction system. So if we were to have a bunch of hoppers like this, are they going to pick up the packages? No, they are not. Okay, chutes will work though, and then we could literally just put lava at the bottom, and if a package goes in, gets picked up by the chutes, and gets destroyed. Perfect. So I guess that's our ball return system. Let's do a quick test run before we start adding obstacles, but that basically means we can come up here, we can request a ball, and then we can hit it into the hole, or miss. That was a terrible first shot, Beardy. Now I'm in a pickle. I'm going to have to send it that way, then send it that way. Excellent. And if we were to cover this up, get all this decorated up, I think that'll look quite nice. But now it's time for more experiments. So how about if we put like a little hole over here, for example, and just like a wall of fans, get all of those connected up and powered on. Let's put them on some pretty high power. Now the question is, how much is that going to affect the ball? Okay, not so much with that one. What if I didn't hit it quite so hard? Oh, yep, that was brutal. So pretty much a difficult obstacle to get past. How about if we did it a bit lighter? Then went harder. Oh, okay, we still got thrown quite a lot there. Let's halve the power and see what that does. So we'll get closer. Oh, too much. Said we'll get closer. Then we'll hit it. Okay, we got past that time. What we've learned here is that wind affects packages quite a lot. That could make for some fun obstacles. And then you could literally just have like a pit of death down here so that if the ball falls down, it gets destroyed and you've got to get a new one. An instant fail, basically. Now, if we add a few obstacles into the mix as well, how does this change things? Oh. Okay, I reckon we can still do this. That was interesting. The wind actually caught it and then pushed it over that way once it got past. Interesting. Now for another obstacle, we could literally have windmills. So that's quite slow. Can we speed that up a bit? I guess we're going to have to add more wool, aren't we? Just add some around the back. And I want to get some proper side walls in as well. Then we could put like some extra slippy bits in front of the hole, some sticky bits in front of the fan. Gonna leave some lava down here just to destroy our lost packages that go down there. Right, let's give this a go. See how we get on. Can I do a hard hit to get past it? Can. Soft hit to get in front of it. Also good. And a medium hit will not end well, probably. Oh, no. Okay, we still landed on the slow bit. How about a running medium hit? Still good. Get past this. Oh, that was close. Okay, so you probably want one of the faster ones, the ones that go further. So, hup. Oh, that was close. Now, the problem is the player's going to need to get past this without being blown into the lava as well. So how are we going to do that? I guess in this example, you could maybe have a ladder that goes up each side with like some scaffolding. But yeah, that's not really something we need to worry about too much now. That's a very small design detail. We'll worry about that when we actually get to designing the holes themselves. We could even just put an on-off switch for the fans as well, potentially. Just like an off switch on a timer. So once you've gone past it, you can turn it off for a minute. But yeah, we'll worry about that later. We've got a fan to get past now, and I messed that up. Second one went in. And eventually so did the second one. Bit of back and forth there. But as a proof of concept, I think this is going to work quite well. I think I'm just going to mess around a little bit more, play around with a couple of other hole ideas, and just kind of get an idea of how things could work. And hopefully when I bring you back in, I might have a couple of example holes to play around with. A short while later, and I'll come up with a bit of a concept for a hole, just so I've got a proper test we can actually do here. So this will be where the package first spawns in, and then we've got little hits like this. Oh, look at that shot. That was amazing. So I did actually manage to jump over a whole bunch of the course there. But the idea is this first hole, we kind of let you mess around with the tubes, figure out how hard they hit, and generally just not be too difficult, he says. Hit it back that way and then hit it into the hole. Perfect. But I'm very happy with this. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the theming side of things as yet. I mean, I do quite like this. It does look quite cool being all nice and industrial, and it kind of fits with Create as well, I suppose. But any good golf course needs a proper theme, maybe a little bit of a story, a reason for existing. So I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments of what we can do in that regard. Something that has occurred to me though while building this is that if we're going to be doing an 18-hole golf course or even just a 9-hole golf course, it's going to be taking up a whole lot of space. So I guess we should maybe go and have a look at some locations and see where we can actually do this. If we look at the world map, we can see the areas that we've uncovered. And as I say, I don't think I want to be doing this thing above ground because the building I'm going to have to put around it will be humongous. So I wonder, could we maybe hide it underground? Maybe inside a mountain? That could work. Let's go and take a closer look at this mountain, shall we? It's the one right by spawn, of course. And thankfully, we haven't been having the lag spike issues over there anymore, so it could be a good place for a golf course. The question really is, how are we going to access it? Because I guess we're going to want to be able to get to it quite easily, so maybe somewhere along the train line, which means we need a straight area, which would mean a platform in the tunnel, potentially. We could do that. Just have a platform in here where you get off and then you go play golf. But I don't know, that would be quite hidden. I kind of want the server members to actually be able to find it and stumble across it, so maybe I need to do something over here. I mean, there is a pretty good space right about here. So we could build like a big entrance lobby type thing here, have a big building, and then just have it so once you go in the building, you then get sort of tricked and you're actually inside the mountain. And then we've got all the space we could possibly need. Although I am going to check in free cam and just make sure there's nothing inside this mountain, apart from the rail line over that side, or whatever this small rail line is. Weird. But apart from that, the mountain is basically empty, so I reckon we could probably get away with that. So yeah, big kind of themed entrance here, and then the whole golf thing happening inside, which means we've got a whole lot of digging to do. Lots and lots of digging. And I should probably also grab some blocks just to actually claim this area. I don't want other people coming along and sticking a shop down anytime soon. But we're not going to worry about actually building anything on the front here just yet, because, well, I don't know what we're going to theme this golf course as yet. I don't really know what to build out the front. And as I say, I'm very interested to see what you guys think. Right, so I'm going to grab some blocks. I'm just going to build up a small little platform here just to show that there is something going there, and then I guess we'll go in and start digging. Kind of glad we built another drill. Short while later, and I've got an area marked out for where the entrance is going to be, and at the moment, theme-wise, I'm kind of leaning towards potentially doing like a bots factory, because of course we have our little delivery bots that go around and do things, and I think it'd be quite nice to maybe theme the golf around that. I don't know. I mean, that's my current thought, but once again, I do want to know what you think. But whatever we end up doing, we're going to build the entrance here, kind of in front of this cliff face. Whatever we end up building, we'll probably end up having to stretch back a little bit into the cliff. But then that means we're going to have loads of space on the inside to actually make our course. But in order to get that space, we need to do some drilling. Lots and lots of drilling. I have no idea how much space we're going to need, so I'm just going to go a bit mad, I think, and dig out an absolutely massive area. I'd rather have too much than too little. It's probably going to get quite dark while I'm doing this, so let's just turn up the brightness so you can see what's going on. If we were to put our building in here, I think we're going to need to patch up the hole on the side of this mountain here. That is not ideal. Oh, I see ya. Nice try, Mr. Creeper. So with that in mind, knowing that we are going to be filling in a good side of this mountain, I think I want to start my drilling back here. Let's just dig out a little bit of space and we'll get started. Now that is a hole. That should be plenty of space to build a golf course. So I did need to patch up the floor here because there was a mining tunnel of sorts and there were a couple of other holes around as well. So I've just sort of patched up where I needed to. There's still a few other little holes, I guess. We should probably fill those in as well. But we have an absolutely humongous room here. And yeah, there was a bit of an incident. I've destroyed some redstone over there, but that's not a problem. I'll just jump into a world backup, grab a schematic and blast that back into existence, whatever it was. So yeah, it turns out there was something in the mountain after all. But apart from that, it went off without a hitch. There was also a massive hole in the side of the mountain, which I have now patched up. And if we look at this from out the front, you'd never know that hole was there. Look at that. So we have a nice big platform that we're going to build on out the front here. Although we're probably going to put the facade of the building up against this bit here and then hollow out the rest of this to the shape of the building. Once you come through, it does just open out. For now, at least. It won't do when we actually get to the golf. And in regards to the actual holes themselves, I think what we'll probably do is have the players drop down right at the start, down in this corner or something, and then we can just start building the holes one at a time, work our way round, snake our way up, and so on. That feels like the best way to do things. But although we've got all this prepped, we've got the bit out the front prepped as well, we still don't really know what the theme's going to be, and, well, we don't know if this golf's going to be any fun or not. So, we're going to do a little test. I noticed Foxy's online, so what we're going to do is make another set of clubs, and then maybe over here in the ice area, we'll just put a few holes in, find some interesting spots, and we'll play a little bit of golf with Foxy. So, let's grab some cardboard from this dude, punch a tree to get a few sticks. Actually, we're going to need 2 logs. Gonna sneak another one off this tree. Yep, there we go. Then we'll do this. We need 3 of these. Right, so now I need to buy myself a knockback 3 book from there. Give that to him. Give him one of the tubes, and that's going to make the Uber Club. Oh, no, it's not. I need to feed him blaze cakes as well, or whatever they are. Cake slice of enchanting. Well, it says it's an invalid forging combination. No, it's not. Did I put them in the wrong order? Do I need to put the sword in first and then the book? Yep. Yes, I do. Then I need to go to the enchanting place and do knockback 1 and 2. That's knockback 1, and oh, dang it, haven't got enough levels. Luckily, we're at a mob farm, so we can sort that nice and quickly. Right, there we go. Another set of clubs. So with the clubs sorted, let's go make a quick course, shall we? So let's start with a nice simple hole over here. We've got an igloo. I guess we can make use of that. And then just to mark where the holes are, we'll have a little putting green around each one. And then all we need is a starting position. So for this one, we'll just start somewhere random. That'll do. In fact, maybe I should grab a few signs as well. Then we can just number the holes, I guess. Go, we'll put that there. We'll have that as hole 1. For now, at least, it might change. And I think what might be fun is if we had a couple of hazards. So if we were to grab a torch and put it there, that's going to melt some ice around this bit and create a little hole. And we'll do the same thing over here. And actually, I'm thinking maybe the first hole should be up here. All right, so I've done 5 holes. They're all very basic, just a few basic obstacles, nothing moving or anything like that. But let's go see if we can find Foxy and challenge him to a game. Now, if he's where I think he is, you're not going to see this in the video because he's about 4 episodes ahead at the moment. He's going on holiday somewhere, and I don't want to spoil what he's up to. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's it. I mean, this looks quite menacing now, Foxy. But this is the only way I can talk to you over here without spoiling your video, so...
Right, okay, yes. Yeah.
Cool. What are you up to right now? Have you got a few minutes?
No, I'm busy. Yeah, I've got a few minutes. What do you need, Miss B?
Do you fancy a quick round of golf? Just like a little
Yes.
test. It's just a 5-minute quick proof of concept type thing.
Oh, that sounds like a long time. But yes,
No,
I'd like to
as
do
in
that.
it took me 5 minutes to build.
Oh, right, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay,
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Let me empty my pockets then, and then I will follow you on the outside of here. Don't turn around.
No, I will stare at this wall and then just gradually transition to the golf course.
Oh, is this this is the green?
This is the where you put your ball to start.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and the first hole, look, you see the greens just down there. So nice straightforward one. This is
It's
just
a big hole.
Yeah. You'll see why.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Right, so grab a set of clubs. Right, I'm just gonna get the ball dispenser ready.
And Paul dispenser. Oh, I like the idea of this. Okay.
So let's just do that.
Ball dispenser. Right, okay.
Right, grab your ball. Okay, and I'll grab my ball.
And I put it here, do I?
Yeah, right, so you'll notice your clubs, you've got a putter, and then you've got a 3, a 6, and a 9 iron, which Google tells me the higher the number, the less
the weaker
distance.
it is, yeah. Have you never actually played golf, Mr. Beardstone?
No.
Oh,
I've played
right.
crazy golf, which is what this is a precursor to.
Right, well, in that case, you only need your putter then, if it's crazy golf, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but you still kind of need a little bit of variation for funsies.
Have you got your pitching wedge, your sand wedge, your drivers?
Sandwich? It's past lunchtime, Foxy.
Oh, jeez. Okay, right. Okay, Mr. Pro.
Right. Go on then.
Okay,
you can tee
I'm
off.
assuming that this is a short course, so I would opt for my 9 iron, right? Or is this a long course? I don't know how much knockback works.
Basically, the difference is about 2 blocks extra difference distance.
Right,
I'd recommend you start with your 3.
Right, I'm gonna start with my 3 iron then. This is a long course, right? Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna hit this package all the way down the fairway, Mr. Beardstone. Hopefully not end up in the rough.
Fairway? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, just put the ball in the hole.
Oh, I picked it up.
Oh, yeah, wrong one. Yeah, don't do that. That's cheating.
Whee!
Right,
oh,
okay, so what you can do if you run and hit it, I believe.
Oh, okay.
You might
momentum.
get a bit more distance. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nicely done, Mr. Beardstone.
Yeah, you see that?
Right. Okay. Ready? Go. Whoa!
Oh, it was good.
I overshot.
You
Should've
did.
used my 3. I should have gone down to my 6, Mr.
Yeah,
Beardstone.
I've gone down to my
Mistakes
6.
were made.
Hey!
Oh, look at that. You got a
Straight in.
birdie. Oh, what's power on this hole?
3, let's say. Yeah.
3. Yeah, I've got birdie. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'll take it. Oh.
What?
Yep. Now you're in a pickle. This is why you need the different clubs.
Yay!
Hey! So you got a bogey.
Oh, so this one's got tricky bits in it, has it? Okay,
Hazards.
I get you.
Oh,
Hazards.
just got away with that. Yeah.
Okay. I should go for my 3 again. I'm going to give a good running jump and...
Nice.
Oh,
you've just gone in front of me. It's going to make my shot really awkward. But actually, you're
I saw
closer.
this in Mr. Beardstone's video weeks ago. Look, shut up, you.
You're the one pre-recording. This is fine. Right.
Yeah, done.
Hey.
It's like you've played this before. Don't. My putts are too strong, Miss Beardstone.
Yeah.
Can I punch if...
No.
Oh, my ball broke, Mr. Beardstone.
Your ball did break. So when your ball breaks, you have to start again.
Got me a new ball. Okay.
New
Okay,
ball.
I get it first time this time. So we're going to go 6 iron, but with a running start. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, Miss Beardstone.
You hit the hazard. New ball.
But bring a few. I'm going to get this in one. Okay, so I'm going 3 iron, running start, avoid the thingies. Oh, when the water get mid-Beardstone.
There we go. So what are you on
Okay,
now? You're on like 5?
No, I started again.
Uh-huh.
You don't know the rules of golf, so I can get away with anything.
I reckon you should try a different shot. Because that's clearly not working, Foxy.
I am trying a different shot. I was trying my angles a bit better.
I see.
Okay,
I see. This is good. This is good.
In for 2. Oh, come on!
See, now what you want to do is you want to use a stronger club. No, that's cheating.
Was it? You're not allowed to do that?
Unbelievable.
Right, okay. So strong club, yeah.
Yeah, so you use a stronger club to hit it further away, and then use your weaker club to hit it back into the hole.
Or use my brain, hit it away from the hole.
Or
right.
that. Yeah. I mean, that's the same thing I said, just the other way round.
No,
I mean,
I don't think it is. Yay! Look at that.
Okay, so that's like
Hole
10
in
you're on,
one.
Foxy. Yeah, right. So this hole is behind the igloo.
Yeah. Oh, it's behind the igloo. Okay. So we need a power shot to get started then. Oh!
Hey, straight.
How'd you do it? Oh, so sneaky.
I made sure I wasn't moving when I hit it, so it didn't give it any extra momentum.
Oh, come on!
There will be a player survey after this. Feedback survey.
Oh, look at the hazard here.
Yeah, you putted first, so off you go. The hole is about 100 blocks that way.
Okay, 100 blocks. Oh,
well, it's quite far.
Big jump.
And here's your replacement box.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go for a shorter one this time, and then I'll get the hole on the second go. There we go.
Nice. Right.
Nice. You need a caddy, like a little golf cart to take you to each hole. Just totally pointlessly, just the minecart track, just running around.
That would be amazing. Oh, you knocked me out of the way. This is bowls.
You could do bowls.
You could, yeah. Right. Well, you're in front now, so.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Hacks.
No, it was accident myth Beardstone. Oh, look at that. Ah.
And what I have worked out is if you put bits of, like here, look, we've got some packed ice. It slides more.
Have you tried any blue ice?
Yes, it slides more.
More. Wow.
Hey.
Oh, you've done this before. Oh, come on.
That was just a bad shot, really, wasn't it?
I'm using the putt of more for pushing things away from the hole than pushing it in. There we go.
Fine. Hey,
lovely.
Good shot. So that was the
nice.
that was the sort of proof of concept, Foxy.
Well, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Well, I got a little bit attacked on the way back, as you can see from all these arrows stuck in me. But my thinking is if Foxy can get the ball in the hole, anyone can. And that was a lot of fun as well, messing around with Foxy on those holes. So I think we're definitely going to be moving ahead with this, which is just as well, because I've dug out a massive hole already. So I guess that's pretty much all of the prep work we can do for this, which means in the next episode, we can actually start designing things. We just need to decide on that theme. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.